Hi, this is Tyler. I play guitar for Makeout, and this is Antihero Online.
So Vans Warped Tour 2018,
Yes.
This is the last cross-country run. How are you guys kind of holding up with the demand that the tour has had on you guys so far?
I think today in particular, everyone's a little loopy. It's been a lot of days in a row now without a day off, and I think having the day off like in sight kind of makes everybody, we're all losing our minds a little bit, but we're all holding up, excited to play today, and it's been great so far. So.
And what are you guys looking forward the most about being involved in this last historic run of this tour?
Yeah, so really the sense of community is very cool. I don't think there's going to be anything quite like it after Warped is gone. So just getting to meet everybody and hang out with all these other bands every day, it's like a big summer camp and everyone's just friends now. So that's really cool. Not only that, but just the exposure you get. Like we ask kids every day if they've seen us before, and there's always a handful. But the seen us versus the have heard of us ratio is just mind-blowing. So this is a lot of kids' first time seeing us as a band, and we couldn't be more grateful for the opportunity. It's been huge.
And you brought up a lot of good things that, especially Vans Warped Tour is going to leave.
Yeah.
One, the exposure that a lot of these young fans are going to get to bands that are rising. And two, the fact that you made a lot of friends,
Yes.
but also at the same time, with Warped Tour being gone, do you think that this is going to lead to a lot more package tours together because of the friendships that you've made?
It will, actually. We were just joking. I forget who I was joking with about it the other day, but we were saying that next summer it'll be like, you'll see the Alley FM tours, it'll be like a few different bands from our stage all touring together. The Mutant stages, I'm sure, all those guys will tour together, and I think that's what next summer will be. It'll be a lot of those friendships that were made this summer and just everybody touring next summer. I think it's going to be cool.
And do you think that's going to be one of the ways that we fill the void in the music industry that Warped Tour is going to leave behind?
Yeah, I think. We've been seeing a lot of these huge things pop up too. A lot of these huge festivals that are like 2 or 3 days. So that's kind of been cool, filling in the void. But I do think there's going to be a ton of summer tours next summer. I think summer is the time to tour. So everybody's going to want to be out there, and there's no Warped Tour, so everybody's got to do something.
Exactly. So it's going to give us the opportunity to get some more music too.
Yeah, true. Yeah, the package tours will be cool because just smaller bands will get cool opportunities from it too. But yeah.
And before we started rolling the camera, we were talking a little bit about some of the B-sides that you guys got and stuff that might make it out into the public soon.
Yeah.
What are you guys thinking about when you're talking about releasing these B-sides and the stuff that wasn't out on the album before?
We haven't decided what quite to do yet. We've been talking about maybe doing a deluxe edition of The Good Life. We've been talking about maybe just releasing them as an EP moving forward. I don't know though, but there's a lot of talk about them seeing the light of day, and when we did decide the track list for our record, it was really hard to cut the songs down, and they're all really good songs, so we're all excited to have them out at some point, but we don't quite have a plan for that yet.
And talking about the album, even though that it's been out for a little bit, let's kind of touch on where you guys were at musically when you went in to start recording this record. What did you want to achieve?
Yeah, so the record was about a year and a half old before it was even released. So we recorded this thing almost 2.5 years ago now. And so, we're definitely a younger band back then. Since then, we've done a lot of tours. We opened for Blink-182. We've done Warped Tour. We've done Slam Dunk over in the UK. So we've been around a lot. So our mindset now is very different than it was back then. But back then, we were just trying to write a huge record. Like every song, we were trying to picture playing in a stadium in front of as many people as possible. So we were really trying to make it fun and sing-alongy and catchy. And I think we did a pretty good job. The fans seem to be coming out and singing along, so it's been awesome. Yeah.
And looking forward, what are some of the elements that you guys are going to want to take from what you've learned so far into the next record when you decide to start working?
Sure. So I don't even know where the next record will go. But we definitely, we're a more mature band now than we were then. We want to experiment kind of with our sound. That's always been the plan anyway. We had some very pop punk tracks on our record. There's some like pop tracks on our record. There's a couple more sad emo tracks sort of on our record. So we're kind of looking to expand in all those directions. So you could have, I don't know, on the next record we could have an even faster, punkier song, and we could have like a straight up just like all synth pop song, maybe. Who knows? I don't know. We're willing to try anything. So that's kind of where our mindset's going to be going into the next record.
And how crucial is it for you guys, for the growth of the band, to stay open to those opportunities and those ideas of kind of blending the genres and maybe going in a different direction than people would expect you to go?
Well, I think that's what makes a lot of bands timeless. All the bands that have been around forever, if you go through their discography, they're a way different band in now than they were back when they started. So they're not afraid to take risks, and I think that's part of what makes some artists great. So you can't be afraid of that, because if you are, then you're just going to miss out on an opportunity. You never know what's going to be like the next big thing, and you could just happen to stumble upon it in your next record,
Sure.
So.
And with Warped Tour on its tail end wrapping up, what is the plan for you guys after the last day?
So after Warped Tour, we still have a lot of touring to do. I mean, the record's only going to be a year old at the end of September, so we're looking forward to getting back out on the road in the fall. We have a couple things in the works, maybe even getting overseas, so we're going to be busy.
That's perfect, man. That's everything that I got for you. Is there anything that I didn't touch on that you would like to add?
No, just I guess I'd just like to tell everyone to keep a lookout on our social media. It's Makeout Official on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and just keep an eye out for more releases and more dates. We'll be touring a whole lot, so we'll be around.